name is Oluolabode. You're welcome to my channel again. If you haven't connected with me, please do on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And today I have a guest with me on my show, and that's my husband. You're welcome.
Thank you. My name is David Olabode.
And today we're just going to be talking about letting go of your past. I like to talk about dreams and visions and, encouraging you to live out the dreams God has put in your heart. But one of the ways I know that often we're hindered is staying in the past, holding on to the past, letting the past stop us. So today we just want to talk a little bit about letting go of our past, and so that we can move forward.
Yeah, that's very, very important to let go of the past, because if someone said if you keep holding on to the past, you will not be able to see not only the present but the future. You will not be able to enjoy the present, and you will most likely not be able to see the future. So it's always good to learn to hand over the past, let the past be in the past, and allow God to help you to enjoy the present, and so you can see the glorious future that He has for you.
And another thing I know is that the past has a way of creeping in. I think it doesn't just, it's not that people don't want to let go of it, but often if we have to make a conscious effort to just let it go. Because often maybe your whatever dream God has put in your heart, you want to start following that dream. But then sometimes it's things like fear of, maybe past fear. Like for some people now, maybe things that they've dealt with in the past, like maybe they've dealt with failure in a way, or you've dealt with fear, a form of fear or a form of abuse. And then it has a way of just, maybe when you are right in the middle of it, that fear just comes back and you just feel like, I can't do this. And so just talking about it, what should we really do if for us to be able to just say, you know what, I'm going to just let this past go?
Well, from my own personal experience, what I've done, because you grow up hearing all sorts of things. If you have lived long enough, I often say this: you will face disappointment, you will face failure. There will be a lot of things that you have to go through in life, and I see everything as part of growth. It's growth, and life is about to get to the promise. There is a process. So the way to deal with disappointment, failure, is to try again and keep trying. Mm-hmm. There is a story that I heard about the lady that founded Spanx, Sarah Blakey. She said her dad, when she was growing up, her dad would often come home. Instead of what a lot of parents would do, ask their children, oh, how was your day? What did you do good today? And stuff like that. The dad would come home and ask her, what did you feel at today?
Wow.
And so when he asked that question, it was like, okay, you feel at this, then you do it better tomorrow. And then you come tomorrow and you ask again, what did you feel at today? And so he was always painting a picture of, you cannot be defined by your failure. You cannot be defined by your disappointment. You cannot be defined by the setbacks that you have that you encounter in the journey of life. You have to every day, wake up and still go towards your dream. You cannot just easily, you can't give up, because guess what? When the breakthrough moment comes, you never know. A lot of the things we see today, inventions that we see today, they came as a result of several attempts at invention that failed, and eventually one day, just one attempt and everything clicked, and then people celebrate that. So you cannot allow one little setback to stop you.
Yeah, that is so true. And a verse that comes to mind is Philippians 3:13. Is the B part says, but I focus on this one thing, forgetting the past, looking forward to what lies ahead. Because for me as well, I know that it's just like when you're driving. If you keep looking if you keep looking backwards while you're trying to drive forward, what's going to happen? you're gonna have an accident, you're gonna have a crash. So the same way in life, if we want to move forward, we need to just say, you know what? It doesn't matter what I've gone through. I leave the past in the past. I get the lessons from it. I learn from it. If I have to set boundaries, I do. But my aim now is to do what? Move forward. And I think God said that also because often if we don't leave the past behind, you're not even going to be able to embrace what He has for you in future.
Yeah.
So we have to say, you know what? As much as the past keeps popping up, keep saying, past, no, you're in the past. You stay there. I am reaching forward to my future. I'm not going to let the past. We've gone through a whole lot of things, but every time we have said, no. What is ahead is better. What is ahead is always, we have a better future. And that's what we're going to let define us. We're not going to let what the past said. They said I couldn't do this. They said I'm not able to achieve this. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You just say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm going to move forward.
Amen. So that's important. I was reading about someone 2 weeks ago, and he said when he was growing up, his mom always said to him, live in the present. Forget about what has happened in the past. And I've discovered that every time we visit the past, we always come back with discouragement. We always come back with things that we thought we could have done better. There's nothing wrong in learning and taking one key or the other from some of the things you didn't do well in the past. But don't allow that to stop you. Live in the present. Enjoy now. One of the things for me this year is to enjoy my life, and I'm enjoying my life. I'm not allowing anything to bother me or to keep me down. And I'm in a season that, I can see that God has much more. A year ago, I wasn't in this place, but I'm in a place now where I can say, yeah, it's true. When you embrace the future, when you let go of the past, God has amazing things. Forget about the few people who don't like you. Forget about the few people who talk down on you. Forget about people who gossip about you and stuff. There are over 7 billion people on the face of the earth. And I'm sure those who hate you are probably not even more than, maybe not up to 1 million people. So you have another 7.1 billion people who are crazy about you, who will encourage you. Look for people who can cheer you up. Look for people who are ready to invest in you, and build a new cycle of relationship and influence. Yeah. And you see yourself flying.
And we want to leave you with this verse. It says, Isaiah 43:18 and 19 says, but forget all that. It is nothing compared to what I'm going to do. For I'm about to do something new. See, I have already begun. Do you not see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland. That's the only way we can see the future. We forget what is behind and we look forward to the new things that God is going to do for you and I. So that's a short of encouragement to you this week. Have a great week ahead, and we'll see you again. I'll see you again next week.
All right. Keep moving forward by faith.
Bye.